I'm Victoria Cooksey, and today we're going to be looking at Seek Chocolate Shop's dark chocolate and the dark milk chocolate subscriptions for the month of January. Woo! First one of the year. Here we go. All right, in the dark chocolate subscription, you have Om Nom Madagascar. Om Nom's always a good idea. Maru Baria, which this is a mini bar, but mini bars with Maru are always good size. We've got Aloha Fills Hawaiian Chocolate with Jalapeno. And then, kind of a new product, Seek Chocolate Shop has their own cacao tea kits. This is the mini version. It comes in both of the subscriptions. And then later on, they're going to eventually also have a larger kit available on their site. So we'll take the inside look at that in a little bit. Now, let's switch to what comes in the dark/milk chocolate subscription. And in that one, you're going to also get the Om Nom Madagascar dark chocolate, but you're going to also get the milk of Madagascar. So that's kind of cool because you could try both and kind of compare how does the dark, different percentages versus one with milk taste. We've got Solstice Chocolate Ghana bar. Solstice is actually another one that's always good too. And then we've got also the Seek Chocolate Shop's mini cacao tea in that one too. So let's take a little closer look and which one should we try first? I think we should maybe go with Om Nom. What do you think? All right, let's actually try both Om Nom bars. We're going to do the Madagascar 66% dark chocolate and the Milk of Madagascar 45%. And I don't know if you can see the difference in color. Dark and the milk. All right, let's go for the dark first. So with the dark one, I'm getting kind of like golden fruit, golden raisin, maybe a little bit of spice, like brown sugar. Take off a little piece here. Listen to that. Always fun. A lot of times with Madagascar, you get more like red fruit. But I really kind of feel more like golden fruit on this one, actually. And it might be the percentage since it's at 66%. But yeah, to me, it's more actually golden fruit and spices. Maybe that's just me today, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, now let's go for the milk chocolate one, the 45%er. And to me, this one, you really get more of like a creamy caramel kind of note because you got that added dairy. Yeah, it's such a different experience. Very much caramel. So I kind of hope you get the dark milk one just so you can have both of these together and compare them side by side because that's kind of fun. Also, I think it's just a way to learn things, you know. It's one thing to just talk about it all the time, but when you have the actual experience, then it really stays with you, and then you can draw on that for other chocolate tastings too. Maybe Maru. So this is the Baria. This is 76%. And with Maru, the cacao comes from Vietnam. So Baria is the province in Vietnam it comes from. They do different cacaos from different provinces. Bring a piece of this off. It's broken a little bit, but it's that size. Wow. So now this is there's a spice, there's like dark cherry, like dark dried cherry. Wow. Maru is always like so fragrant and so fascinating. Almost like a boozy dark cherry. Definitely plenty of spice. What is that? I gotta think for a second. What's in the background there? Yeah, there's kind of like a coffee note coming through too. But I almost want to say it's sort of like that other flavor that I'm not quite sure of. It kind of goes with the boozy cherry, but it's almost like the juice out of a jar of like maraschino cherries or something like that. I don't know. I'm just keep thinking about that one. Maybe another little bite. And today we're tasting them all, baby. We're going to go with the Solstice 54% with cacao from Ghana. And this bar You got the cacao bean, you got the organic cane sugar, you've got whole milk. So this is a milk chocolate bar. You've got cocoa butter, and you've got pure vanilla extract. So I just wanted to note that this one does have vanilla. Sometimes a lot of craft chocolate makers do not use vanilla, or maybe they do just a specific bar with it to highlight it. But sometimes cacao has a vanilla note to it even when nuts added. But in this case, I did want you to know it is added. And it does smell like vanilla. Like kind of like a vanilla creme anglaise kind of thing going on for smell. Very vanilla ice cream. Wow. Yeah, it's very vanilla dominant, which I'm actually okay with because, like I said, so often you don't have vanilla added that it is kind of fun when it is. Wow. And now you're getting like a more of a milk chocolate note coming through. But yeah, definitely very vanilla. And this one might be really good melted over ice cream. You can't see it too much, but right now, like, my table's just becoming covered with bars of chocolate that are just looking at me and saying, "Ooh, shiny. Come here, Victoria." All right, so this is the Aloha Fills Hawaiian chocolate. This is a 72% dark chocolate with jalapeno. Kind of saved it for last with the bars because anytime you have something that's got a real strong note, like maybe it's got a lot of ginger, or in this case, jalapeno, or it might have some hot pepper. If you ate that first, that can really dominate your taste buds for a significant amount of time. So I always would save that to last, or make it the only thing I was tasting that day, at least for a while. Because, I mean, it could be easily 30 minutes before you're totally got that out of your system. All right, so I'm going to break off a piece of this. There's like sweetness, but you feel like there's maybe a little bit of heat in the nose too. And you never know like how strong will something be. So you kind of wait a while because at first you're like, maybe I'm not getting that much, but it can come on. So let's see what happens. So the heat, I mean, it's been building a bit, but I feel like I've given it enough time to say I don't feel like it's not like an uncomfortable heat, if that makes sense. And if it did become that way, I've got an Om bar I could try right after to get the sugar in there. But I could see, like, if I kept eating pieces of this bar, then the heat would keep building. So, yeah, what would you do with this? I mean, it's almost like I could totally see, since I like to put a little dark chocolate in chili when I make it, like right at the end, I like to put a little bit. So I could see maybe grating this bar up and putting that over either into it or as like almost like a garnish at the end, because you'd get that pleasant heat with it, but it wouldn't be too dominant. But yeah, I think if you kept eating piece after piece, then that heat would build. So really that's going to be what level of heat you like, how you can judge it. Okay, now the ticket. Pushing the chocolate aside. Okay, so this Seek Chocolate Shop, it's their new product, their cacao tea. And this, they get their cacao from Tom Sharkey's farm in Hawaii. So they're really going direct with them, so that's pretty cool. And let's open it up and see what's inside. And I believe this is the cacao husk tea. And so it's got the cacao husk tea, it's got dehydrated honey, it's got culinary lavender, and tea bags. So let's take a look at that. So this is kind of interesting because I've had cacao husk tea before from places, but I think what makes this unique is they're also giving you that dehydrated honey, and they're also giving you the lavender. So you've got the choice of how do you want the flavors of this to be? Do you want to add that little honey bit of sweetness? Do you want to add some lavender to it? Do you want to stick straight up with the cacao? Do you want to do a mix? Do you want to try it differently each time? And I like that they give you the tea bags too, so you don't even have to worry about if you've got those or not. So this to me is play. Playtime. So I think I shall go brew a little bit of that, and then we'll taste it. And I think I'll also make that one into a reel too of this as well. So we'll have it both ways. All right. Okay, I paused to steep a little bit of this cacao tea by Seek Chocolate Shop. And can I just say dehydrated honey is something I'm sure I've had in stuff, like probably in chocolate bars and things, but I've never just had it. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to buy some of this too. Because, you know, you ever take like tea to work or someplace or wherever and you're like, wow, I wish I had some honey, and it's not like maybe the easiest thing to transport because of stickiness. I'm like, this could be really good just to have around for those purposes. So when I brewed this, I followed the directions of 1 to 2 teaspoons of cacao tea. I did 2 teaspoons. And you go for, this recommends, I think 5 or 6 to 8 minutes. I added just a little bit of the lavender in because lavender can get pretty strong, so I put just a little bit of that, and at the end I did put some of the dehydrated honey. And by the way, the lavender and the honey are from local people in Utah. So you get a little bit of the honey sweetness. There's definitely the lavender. Not getting any bitterness or anything like that. Just very soothing. You'd probably get a bit more cacao kind of note coming through if it wasn't for the lavender, but I really like lavender with chocolate, so I added it in. And you could probably steep this another minute or two than I did because I was kind of, you know, for filming. Sometimes you're like, okay, we're going to go for it. But yeah, very pleasant. So if you haven't had cacao tea before, this might be the way to go. You could try the mini kit if you were unsure, or you could get it in the subscriptions. It comes, like I said, in either one. Well, thank you so much for watching, and let me know which bars would you have wanted to try. Do you like to order chocolate subscriptions? If so, do you go for the dark or the milk and the dark? And of course, oh, I should mention, I did receive this chocolate for free, but I did not get any money, and all opinions are my own. Want to be sure I put that in there. And I'll leave the links for both subscriptions down below in case you're interested. I'll also leave how you can find Seek Chocolate Shop on Instagram. I'll put how you can find me on Instagram. And I'm also now on Buy Me a Coffee. If you ever like my videos and want to give a little one-time whatever, that would be awesome. And check me out on Instagram too, because I put tons of chocolate reviews out there. Thank you for watching, and now I'm going to go have some soothing cacao tea and just relax.